Throughout history, in every period of crisis and challenge, there arise women and men, warriors, who lead and fight for social justice and human dignity. One such warrior is David Moore, community activist, union organizer, and a fighter for civil rights and working people.
One of these days I'm gonna lay this hammer down, and I won't have to drag this weight around. When there ain't no hunger and there ain't no pain, I won't have to swing this thing. One of these days I'm gonna lay this hammer down.
Brother Moore was born April 6, 1912, in Little Horse Creek, South Carolina. He was the sixth of 9 children, born to Rena Lamar Moore and her husband Arthur. When Dave was about 13 years old, the Moore family moved north to Columbus, Ohio. He attended Integrated Everett High School, where he excelled as an athlete on the school's basketball and baseball teams. While the members of the team got along fine, the team experienced the prejudice of racism when they attended a tri-state baseball tournament in Logan, West Virginia.
We went on the train, and when we got there, Coach Wiley took us to the YMCA to get room. And the clerk, time he saw me and a guy named Raz Waller, Jake Young, Jimmy Mitchell, all of us were African American. He told the coach, "I can't give you no room. You got them nigger boys there." That's the word he used. "I can't give you no room here. Y'all get out of here. The white boys can stay, but them nigger boys can't stay." There was a guy named Francis Kahn on that picture. And he said, "The hell with it, none of us gonna stay." He was a white guy, captain of the team. So we went back. They had taken the coach of the train that we came on and put it on a sidetrack. Mr. Wallace said, "What we'll do, we'll either go back to Columbus or we'll stay here and play in the tournament and we'll all live here in this coach." So that's where we stayed. It's a long story, but let me tell you what happened. We won the tri-state tournament.
Not long after, Dave's parents moved north to Detroit, and in 1928 he rejoined them. He was initially overwhelmed and intimidated by big city life in Detroit's growing metropolis.
I didn't like Detroit. I'd never been in a city like Detroit with all of the people. My God Almighty. My daddy got us a house on Brewster Street near Hastings. Oh my God, what in the hell am I doing here?
But the Great Depression soon took hold, and the young Dave Moore's curiosity was drawn to the newly organized unemployed councils.
Early 1930s, when the Depression came on, it was the unemployment councils who was doing the agitating and trying to bring people together.
In this photo, a young Dave Moore, along with members of the Leland Street Unemployed Council, put back the furniture of a family that had been evicted, something they did often during the Great Depression. In early 1932, the Detroit area unemployed councils decided to do something on a grand scale. Brother Moore helped organize what became known as the Ford Hunger March. On March 7, 1932, thousands of unemployed workers and their supporters marched to the Ford Motor Company's River Rouge plant in Dearborn. They demanded housing relief from the winter's cold, access to Ford's hospital for free health care, and a shorter work week to share the available jobs. Tragically, by the time it was over, 5 people had been shot and killed. It was an event that would have a profound effect on the course of the young activist's life.
What happened out at Miller Road in 1932 made me a changed man about our government at that time and our leaders the so-called leaders of our government. My change came because of what I saw happen at Ford Motor Company, and I saw the hunger, despair, the suffering, and it changed me. It changed me in my thinking.
Brother Moore eventually was hired at Ford and led a walkout at the plant that was instrumental in the UAW's organizing of Ford Motor Company. Dave went on to win election as an officer of Local 600. When soldiers returned from the Second World War, white workers returned to the jobs they had left, displacing many black workers. To protect black workers and at the same time preserve labor unity, the National Negro Labor Council was formed. The NNLC fought to break down the color barrier at retailers and in the aviation industry. Brother Moore played an important part in the founding convention in Cleveland in 1951, where members picketed American Airlines offices for 3 days until a delegation that included Dave were called in to speak to the president of American Airlines.
After much discussion, the president of American Airlines said, look, we don't have any real opposition of hiring Negroes. He said, but there's a thought here among the leadership that if we hire a black man, he'll want to marry a white woman. If we hire a black woman, she'll want to marry a white pilot. And that good Coleman Young got there. Wait a minute. You know, Coleman was a champion on using cuss words. We didn't come here to obtain a damn marriage license. We come here to get jobs. And from that day on, I tell everybody, when you get on a plane and you see a black pilot or black stewardess, it was because of the action of the white and black members of the NNLC.
After all the injustices he's witnessed, Brother Moore finds it unbelievable that he's lived long enough to see an African-American president become reality.
I told Quill and some of the other guys, man, pitch me. Am I dreaming? Am I dead? What in the hell is happening? Now, white folks, white women and men embracing a black man to be president of the United States. I hope what I see and what I hear is a reality concerning the possibility of a black man being president of the United States. And I'm not looking at him as a black man. I'm looking as such. I'm looking at him as a leader for all the people, black and white. If he get elected, he will try to carry out some of the statements and the programs that he's advocating now, make them a reality. If he do, he will be a black Roosevelt. It's just, I know that Quill and I haven't got much more time. There's just a few of David Moore's and Quill Petway's left. And I hope the labor movement will have the guts enough to let the younger people and the people, working people of the day, know what their grandparents, their great-grandparents went through, but it was the will and the determination of the people that made it possible for these younger people in the shops today to be enjoyed.
Freedom for me and you, that's why I'm marching. Yes, I'm marching, marching down Freedom's Road. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, nobody gonna keep me from marching down Freedom.